combined, I am Captain Planet! Glad to see.
Welcome back to Marvelous Videos. I'm Rylan. If you were a kid who watched a lot of animated television series in the 90s, then there is a good possibility that you came across Captain Planet, the superhero who wanted to take pollution down to zero. This unique hero was created as the central character for an educational show that has today become a cult classic. The show stands out thanks to the various themes it explored, and many fans believe that it's a shame that the show faded into obscurity. However, today, through our episode, we will be exploring the entire story of Captain Planet and the show that it could have been. So strap in for all things Ted Turner and Captain Planet, for you are in for a fun ride. But before we get into our explanation, we do just have one very small request. If you like our content, then please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is just one small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thanks. Now, let's begin.
Fire! Wind! Water! Heart!
How was the show conceptualized? In the early 1990s, amid the vast landscape of colorful cartoons and stellar superheroes, there emerged an unlikely hero, one with a bright green mullet and a deep concern for the environment. Captain Planet, the eco-conscious superhero, was the brainchild of executive producer Barbara Pyle and producer Nicholas Boxer, visionaries who wanted to craft something that was much more than just an entertaining show. They aimed to create a movement, something that would be a call to action for generations to come, especially as far as the environment was concerned. The visionary minds behind the show, apart from the eco-conscious media mogul Ted Turner himself, were Barbara Pyle and Nicholas Boxer, seasoned producers of documentaries on global social issues. They embarked on a mission to educate and inspire the masses, especially young people, by making critical global issues entertaining. They envisioned a show that would seamlessly blend entertainment with environmental education, targeting not just children, but also their parents and grandparents. The goal was undoubtedly ambitious, since they set out to prepare an entire generation to be vocal advocates for the planet. Inspired by reports like the Global 2000 report to the president, Pyle and Boxer wanted to infuse real environmental issues into the show's fantastical plotlines. This is not your regular superhero show with imaginative villains or alternate worlds. No, they didn't invent problems for Captain Planet to solve. Instead, they drew from the genuine challenges that our planet faced. Thus, Captain Planet emerged as the embodiment of their dedication, a green-haired superhero who could only be summoned by a group of diverse, economically conscious teenagers, the Planeteers. Notably, it was Ted Turner himself who suggested that the main character be named Captain Planet, and the rest, as they say, is history. The show thus tackled real issues, set in a fantastical animated world, and every episode of Captain Planet was rooted in a real issue from a real culture somewhere around the world. Just for this variety, the show is a must-watch. While the show's villains were definitely exaggerated, because otherwise there'd be no fun watching it, their plans were based on real environmental threats. For instance, in the episode Two Futures, the villainous Hoggish Greedley's plot to exploit global warming by burning coal and fossil fuels was a chilling reflection on the real-world concerns outlined in the 1980 Global 2000 report to the president. The show was meant to hold a mirror to reality and society, and they managed to do it brilliantly in a child-friendly medium. Pyle and Boxer hit the concept of educating through entertainment right on the nose. Even though they faced the challenge of integrating complex environmental concepts seamlessly into engaging storytelling, they also aimed to create a cross-generational experience. The show was not just made for kids. Children would learn about environmental responsibility, and parents and even grandparents would hopefully grasp the message as well, as they watched all together with their kids. To achieve this, they made sure that Captain Planet only intervened when the Planeteers had identified the problem and devised their solution. This approach emphasized teamwork and problem solving, imparting valuable lessons alongside the obvious entertainment of taking down the bad guys. Let us now focus on Captain Planet himself. He was definitely not your run-of-the-mill superhero. He was definitely unique, both in the way that he looked and what he fought for as well. However, what truly set Captain Planet apart was not just his green mullet or even his ability to combat pollution. It was in fact that he represented the power of teamwork, unity, and the understanding that environmental issues were everyone's concern. He was not a distant, all-powerful hero, but a reflection on the collective efforts of the young and conscious Planeteers. Pyle and Boxer's innovative approach challenged the traditional macho superhero archetype, creating a character that instead relied on others and was not afraid to ask for help, while also promoting a collaboration of togetherness. And now that we're on the subject, we have to talk about the the young Planeteers themselves. They might not be as well known as the central green-haired Captain Planet, but as far as the show is concerned, they are equally as important, if not more. The Planeteers, representing Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, and Heart, were more than just fictional characters. They were inspired by real-life individuals who made significant contributions to the environmental movement back in the day. Linka, the wind element bearer, drew inspiration from German Green Party co-founder Petra Kelly. G, the water element bearer, was modeled after Malaysian human rights advocate Chi Yok Ling. Fiery Wheeler was a bit of an everyman, a cross between Pyle's closest buddy from New York and her father. Palino Paikan, the leader of the Kayapo people and one of the most well-known indigenous protectors of the Amazon rainforest, served as the inspiration for Mati, the Planeteer who wielded the power of the heart. Lastly, the one who ruled the earth element, Kwame, was a fusion of several young people that Pyle had met since producing environmental documentaries. Two of them were from Zimbabwe and one of them from Ghana. Thus, each character had a tangible connection to a real environmental advocate, making them relatable and even inspiring for the viewers. Considering that this show had set out to tackle something like the climate issue, which is not exactly agreed upon by many people all across the board, it was inevitable that there was a chance that the show would not be well received. However, despite initial skepticism, Captain Planet became the enduring symbol of environmental awareness. While attempts to translate the series into a movie has faced its own hurdles, the show's core message remains powerful to this day. The power to change the world lies within each and every one of us. Captain Planet and the Planeteers taught us that environmental protection is a responsibility that we all share, and it's a lesson that continues to inspire generations, reminding us that the real power to protect our planet rests in our hands.
Once a rainforest is gone, it's gone forever. I better get this medicine plant back to where it's needed.
What was the show all about? Now that we know about the conceptualization behind the show, let us dive deeper into the plot and characters that graced our television screens. This groundbreaking animated series took the world by storm, capturing the hearts and minds of children and adults alike. It was undoubtedly the era of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. It instantly became a beacon of environmental awareness, teaching an entire generation about the importance of protecting our planet. In this segment, we will delve into the captivating world of the Planeteers, exploring the plot, the characters, and the first 10 episodes that set the stage for this iconic show. Our story begins with Gaia, the spirit of the earth, who senses the growing threat of pollution and environmental destruction. To combat this menace, she selects 5 special young individuals from various different corners of the globe and bestows each of them with a magical ring representing one of the 5 elements: earth, fire, wind, water, and heart. When combined, these rings summon the ultimate eco-hero, Captain Planet. The first episode, titled A Hero for Earth, introduced us to the courageous young Planeteers: Kwame from Africa, Wheeler from North America, Linka from Eastern Europe, G from Asia, and Mati from South America. Together, they embarked on thrilling adventures to protect the environment and battle the eco-villains threatening our planet. In this inaugural episode, the Planeteers confront the villainous Hoggish Greedley, a greedy businessman who is polluting the waters. With teamwork and determination, they managed to summon Captain Planet for the very first time, showcasing their combined powers and determination to save the Earth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the green-haired hero, Captain Planet, was brought to life. Now, before we move any forward, here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that the voice of Captain Planet was originally provided by famous actor Tom Cruise? Well, for the first 6 episodes anyway. His charismatic voice added depth to the character, making Captain Planet even more memorable for the audience. However, he left the cast after these 6 episodes, so David Coburn took over the role, and he even re-recorded Tom Cruise's episodes. Coming back to the story, as the series progressed, the Planeteers faced a rogues gallery of eco-villains, each with their own nefarious plan to exploit the Earth's resources and take them for themselves. From the cunning Dr. Blight, whose experiments threaten the balance of nature, to Loot and Plunder, a ruthless poacher endangering wildlife, the villains provided exciting challenges for the young heroes, all while teaching them the various threats to the planet that existed in the real world. Coming to the second episode now, titled Last of Her Kind, the Planeteers encountered Sly Sludge, a villainous industrialist responsible for toxic waste dumping. This episode not only highlighted the dangers of pollution, but also emphasized the importance of preserving endangered species, focusing on the plight of a rare golden eagle. These first few episodes definitely set the tone, as each episode moving forward addresses a unique environmental issue in a heartwarming and intelligent manner. The third episode, Wheeler's Arc, took a rather unique twist by exploring the power of compassion and responsibility. When Wheeler discovered a dolphin caught in an oil spill, he takes it upon himself to nurse the creature back to health, demonstrating the impact of individual actions on environmental conservation. Storylines such as these encourage children to do their bit to make the the world a better place. Further, in the episode titled The Dead Seas, the Planeteers faced verminous scum, a villainous spreading pollution and disease. This episode shed light on fragile marine ecosystems, emphasizing the importance for clean oceans for the survival of various species, including humans. Now, let's talk about another interesting fact. Did you know that the show featured several celebrity guest voices? Stars like Whoopi Goldberg, Martin Sheen, and Meg Ryan lent their talents to the series, adding to its allure and popularity, and also pulling in an adult audience as well. As the series continued, the Planeteers confronted even more environmental issues, such as deforestation, climate change, and animal cruelty, educating the audience about these vital environmental concerns in an engaging, accessible, and friendly manner. One of the most memorable episodes within the first 10 was easily the one titled Don't Drink the Water, when the Planeteers faced Duke Nukem, a radioactive villain contaminating the local water supply. This episode not only heightened the importance of clean drinking water, but also underscored the dangers of nuclear pollution, leaving a lasting impression on young viewers. As the show progressed, it inspired action and environmental initiatives from around the world. Viewers were not only entertained, but also motivated to make positive changes in their own communities. Captain Planet and the Planeteers was more than just an animated series. It was a movement, it was a call to action, and it was one that resonated with millions, encouraging them to become Earth's protectors in their own right. Through its compelling characters, engaging storylines, and valuable life lessons, the show left an indelible mark on the hearts of all those who watched it, ensuring that the legacy of Captain Planet and the Planeteers lives on, reminding us all that the power is ours to create a sustainable and harmonious world.
Goodbye, Captain Planet.
Marvelous Verdict. Now comes time for our Marvelous Verdict. Is this show worth watching today? Will it excite you the same way it did when you were a child way back in the 90s? Will young kids today watch it with the same enthusiasm that we did? Well, these are a lot of questions, and here are your answers. Captain Planet and the Planeteers definitely stands as a timeless icon in the realm of animated television. Despite its unconventional approach and the passage of time, the show undeniably did more good than harm. Its unique blend of environmental education and entertainment left a lasting impact on the minds of millions, fostering a sense of responsibility and awareness about the planet's well-being, which is definitely not an easy task when you think about it. Let's talk about the good. The show's greatest strength lies in its ability to educate while also being entertaining. It tackled complex environmental issues in a way that was accessible to young viewers, imparting valuable lessons about conservation, teamwork, and the interconnectedness of all living beings. The diverse team of Planeteers showcased the power of unity and highlighted the importance of embracing our differences to protect our shared home, Earth. Moreover, Captain Planet's emphasis on problem-solving and critical thinking resonated with its audience and their parents. It encouraged viewers of all ages to think about solutions to environmental challenges, essentially empowering them to become proactive agents of change. The show's positive messages about empathy, responsibility, and the impact of individual actions on the planet made it a valuable educational tool, especially for children. The creators' commitment to basing the show's storylines on real-world environmental issues only added depth and authenticity to something that would have easily been dismissed as just another superhero show. By weaving these genuine concerns into the very fabric of the show, they made environmental awareness tangible and relatable, inspiring viewers to engage with these topics. But here comes the sad part. While Captain Planet and the Planeteers enjoyed immense popularity during its run, several factors contributed to its eventual fading into obscurity. One of these challenges it faced was the evolving landscape of children's animated programming. As the entertainment industry diversified, new shows and formats emerged, capturing the attention of younger audiences. The rise of digital media and streaming platforms led to a shift in viewing habits, gradually diminishing the prominence of traditional Saturday morning cartoons. Further, some critics argued that the show's approach, which took much more of a teaching or educational stance characterized by Captain Planet's occasional preachiness, might have alienated certain viewers. While the intention behind the show was undoubtedly notable, to educate and inspire, it did sometimes come across as too moralizing, which could have led to a loss of interest among older children and teenagers. Also, the complexity of the environmental issues tackled by the show, while important and well done, might have been challenging for some young viewers to fully understand. In an era where instant gratification often dictates entertainment choices, the nuanced approach of Captain Planet and the Planeteers might not have catered to the short attention spans of some audiences. In short, children preferred a generic good versus bad story instead of something that was so detailed and topical like Captain Planet. However, while Captain Planet and the Planeteers eventually faded into the background of popular culture, its legacy has definitely endured to this date. Its Its impact on environmental education and awareness, coupled with its unique characters and imaginative storytelling, solidified its place in the hearts of those who grew up watching it. The show might have faced challenges in the later years, but its enduring message that each individual possesses the power to make a difference continues to inspire environmental activists and conscious citizens worldwide. As a beacon of hope for a greener future, Captain Planet and the Planeteers remains a cherished and influential piece of animated television history. The animation is also cute, and the themes continue to be relevant in today's world. So, if you missed out on this one in the 90s, or you're just a young one who was not born in the time to see it aired on television, Captain Planet is definitely worth a watch. The adventures of Captain Planet inspired generations, reminding us that when we unite for a common cause, we can truly make a difference. Remember, the power is yours. Do you remember this show from your childhood? Let us know about your favorite Captain Planet moment in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Until next time, have a good one and be safe.